Hi Sagittarius, I'm Nick, joined by my co-star Nala. This is going to be your October mid-month reading. So the last 2 weeks of October, but it can carry on into November because you know energy is fluid. But whenever you watch this reading, it's probably when you're meant to watch it. And also don't forget to check out your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs because these are all aspects of who you are. You may resonate a little bit more with one or get more information on the others. Okay, so while I was meditating on your energy today, what I heard in my mind was the birds are singing and you are living. And I actually heard a bunch of beautiful birds just singing chirp, 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 chirp. It sounds so beautiful. And I feel like that message is telling me, you know, it's time to start living and actually doing what you want to do in life and waking up feeling grateful, giving thanks that you are alive, that you're breathing, and that you have a chance to make this day better than the rest, than the past few days, than the past few years. So I hope today you woke up with a grateful heart, full of love, full of light. And then when you do hear birds chirping and singing outside, let that be a reminder that it's a new day and that, you know, it's time to let your wings fly and do something new. All right, so it's just a really positive message, but obviously it's going to mean different things for all of you. Apply it how you find fit. Maybe you love birds or you like to hear birds singing. You know, simple as that. But for today, you got a new affirmation card. And for today, your positive affirmation is, I am a money magnet. I am a money magnet. So what I want you to do is to repeat this out loud 3 times. We'll say it together. I am a money magnet. I am a money magnet. I am a money magnet. Okay, so now I want you to jot it down somewhere, memorize it, and say it every day in these next 2 weeks, all right? As soon as you wake up and then before you go to bed, or as many times as you want throughout the day. The more you say it, the more you're going to attract all those things, okay? So I want you to practice doing that and see how you feel when we come to our November reading. Your 3 natural gifts and strength this month is, the first one is trickster. This one says transcending convention, stuffiness, and predictable behavior. Okay, so you have some tricks up your sleeve. You're being a little more unpredictable this month. I feel like you're adding new things. You're finding new methods, new ways of doing things that are different, kind of like a little magician does little magic tricks, but good tricks. And then we have poet. You see how there's like an image of the 2 doves, the birds, pretty. It says expresses soul insights in symbolic language. Okay, so some of you are poets, or you like to write, or you just have a poetic soul, poetic spirit, and there's things that you like to express through other means, whether it's through art or music or writing, food, whatever the case is. There is something that you really like to express that is like your art form, your way of releasing things and transcending and like moving through your feelings and emotions. Okay, so that's going to be something you're going to be really good at this week or the next few weeks, and something that will work on your favor. Okay, and then we have femme fatale. This one says highlights the erotic energy of the feminine, opens your heart when your dependency is rejected. Okay, so you're really in touch with your feminine nature this in the next few weeks. A lot of you are balancing out your femininity. Some of you are becoming more feminine, or you're becoming more touch in yourself. You feel more comfortable with yourself. Maybe you're more in touch with your sexuality and you feel more comfortable and you're using it for your advantage. Your feminine energy is going to come in handy in the next 2 weeks. I feel like it's going to be working on your favor, and you may have a way with people, maybe with guys or with in general in your relationships or in connections. People are going to see you and find you very alluring and attractive, and you're coming into a greater, more comfortable sense of yourself and who you are and how to feel good in your own skin. Okay, so those are your natural gifts and strength this month. And then in an extended reading, we're going to be looking at your 3 things you should be aware of or be more cautious of this month. All right, so Sagittarius, when it comes to your health, I'm seeing that you're really trying hard to do well for yourself. Like you're really trying to maybe eat well or to drink more water, maybe to work out. And you're like, oh, this is a lot of work. Like I really don't want to do this, or I really don't want to eat this, or I really don't want to go work out. But you're really trying, you're putting in the work. And maybe some of you have been getting frustrated because you feel like although you've been trying, you're not seeing the results. Like maybe you've been dieting or you've been going to the gym for a while and you still don't see any changes. And I'm feeling like you may have some temptations around you, or like maybe when you get close, you hang out with certain friends or people, they're like, or they come over to your house and they bring chips and they bring like, you know, a bunch of junk and snacks. And you're like, come on, Sally, you know, I told you I'm on a diet, I'm not eating that, or blah, blah, blah. And they're like, oh, no, come on, it's okay, it's Friday, Sagittarius, let's have fun. And you're like, oh, okay. So I feel like there may be some temptations around you like that. And sometimes you're like, oh, one little treat won't hurt. And then you end up eating like 5 of them, you know? And I'm saying like you might get invited to a lot of parties or some gatherings, especially towards the end of the month, probably with like Halloween and stuff going on. So there's gonna be some temptation. It's gonna be a little bit hard to like get on track and maybe be focused when there's like, you know, lots of stuff going on. And I'm saying that when it comes to your work, I feel like you've been trying really hard and you've been maybe studying a lot, you've been, you know, working a lot of hours, putting in a lot of time, and there may be someone around you, or maybe like a boss or a coworker or classmate, or maybe or a teacher is giving you a hard time, or maybe like you feel like whatever you do is never enough for them. They're always pointing out your flaws, or always saying, oh, you're doing this wrong, or oh, you did that wrong, why did you put that there, or why did you write it like this? And it upsets you a little bit. But I feel like these are lessons for you, and they're just giving you a hard time to, I think, to make you better. And maybe their communication sometimes is a little bit harsh, but I feel like you brush it off. You're like, okay, whatever, I'll just do it better. And I think you're preparing, like you're working really hard to prepare for something. You're trying to get more stable. You're trying to maybe like work towards your passions, and you know that to get to your passions you have to do certain things, you have to work certain jobs and do certain things to be able to sustain it, and to, you know, like back up your dreams, and have like some kind of foundation. There may be like a boss or, you know, someone above of you who may be kind of harsh with you sometimes and, you know, strict. This could be maybe a Capricorn or an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. And I feel like sometimes they can be like a little overbearing, or maybe really, really hard on you. And that can be a little bit frustrating. But I am seeing that like at times they do reward you. Like they do like treat you or take you out to eat, or like give you a gift card or something. But I'm seeing that you're gonna have some celebration after. So like there's probably a lot of hard work you're doing right now, but I think like by the end of the 2 weeks you're gonna be having fun, you're gonna be celebrating, you're gonna be happy, you might be going to like a party. And then I'm seeing when it comes to love, emotionally, I feel like you've been investing a lot, like you've put a lot of time and energy into this person or into this relationship. And then you feel like, you know, there's still some like maybe toxic connection between the two of you, or maybe you always feel like you're doing everything and they don't appreciate, or they're not doing enough, or what you do is not enough. Maybe there's a part of you that feels like you're bounded to this person, or feels like no matter what you do, like you always have to make them happy, or like you always feel like you need to get like confirmation or reassurance from them. There may be some unhealthy like addictions between the two of you, or obsessive behavior maybe. And maybe they're always checking on you or want to know what you're doing, where are you at, who are you with, when are you coming home. And that's something that could be kind of frustrating to you when you're not doing anything. And maybe you're just out with your friends and they're like, where are you, who are you with, blah, blah, blah. And you're just like, I'm fine, like I'm not doing anything, like I told you I was with so and so, or I'm at work. And that can be something that brings some arguments and stuff between the two of you. But I'm saying that when it's good, it's good. It's just like when it's bad, sometimes it can get really bad, and there can be explosive fights and arguments, and you feel really frustrated because emotionally it does affect you. But then I see that you guys heal really quick from it, or like you're able to like get back on track and you feel all in love again. And it's like, so when it's bad, it can get really bad, but when it's good, it's like amazing. You guys are like so in love and happy. So I'm seeing like there may be a little bit of frustrations between you and this person, but towards the end and like the end of the 2 weeks, you guys are going to be really happy and maybe coming together, maybe leveling up, maybe moving in together, or you just moved in together, or bought a new place, or new apartment or something. And I'm seeing you guys maybe going to some kind of celebration or a get together. I'm seeing this could be a twin flame for some of you. And if not, this is just someone you share a home or you feel comfortable with. Some of you could also have Capricorn somewhere in your chart, or maybe be like a cusp. And then when it comes to this person on this side, I'm seeing that they really think about you a lot. Like you're really your energy is really present in their life. So I think you are a big part of them. You are a big part of their life and you influence them a lot. And I think they realize that you do a lot for them and that they have to reciprocate and kind of balance things out a little bit more. And sometimes I think they forget that, but it doesn't mean they're a bad person. Sometimes they just forget to acknowledge and maybe thank you for everything that you do for them. But I think now they're realizing that, you know, Sagittarius really does do so much for me. And sometimes the problem isn't like the relationship or the connection or like the love. Sometimes the love is there. The problem is the love languages. Maybe you guys have different love languages and the way you show love is different, and that's why you guys don't understand each other sometimes, or you feel like your efforts are not acknowledged by the other person. Like for example, one way you can tell what someone's love language is, if you're having a hard time, what do they usually complain to you about? What are they always complaining? Like for example, if they're saying like, hey, you know, Sagittarius, you never kiss me, or you never initiate a hug or a kiss or anything, or intimacy, maybe their love language is physical touch. They want to feel touched. They want to feel loved and wanted by you. Maybe they crave that. They crave to be like held. Another one could be like, you know, you never take out the trash, or you never help me out around the house, or do something like that. Their love language could be acts of service. So the way that you could show love is by doing things, or like, you know, doing certain chores or stuff around the house that they ask you to do, or picking up some kind of delivery for them. Another one could be like, hey, like, do you want us to come over and like go for a walk? Let's talk for a little bit. Like maybe their love language is quality time. They just want to spend quality time where it's just you and them one-on-one. So there's like a lot of different ways to figure out what someone needs from you and how to show them, how to make them feel loved. But I feel like if you really take a few seconds, a few minutes each day to analyze what they're asking of you, or what they like to do for you, you can see what their love language is, and kind of from there learn how to, you know, give them that love language. Because just because you like something maybe doesn't mean that they like it that way. Maybe they like to receive love in a different way. That makes sense? I'm feeling like this person's gonna come towards you. They're gonna be communicating. There's gonna be a lot of back and forth, and I think they're communicating pretty fast. It looks like they're looking towards you and they want to communicate stuff, and I feel like there's a lot of love that they want to tell you. Maybe they haven't been talking too much about, or they realize that they don't always tell you how much they appreciate you, how much you mean to them. But I feel like they're going to be communicating a lot to you, maybe cutting out old ways of how they used to be, maybe being too possessive or too controlling with you, all those things. And I feel like they're bringing more balance into this relationship. Like maybe you're the hard worker, maybe you're always the one that's working, or like, you know, supporting the family. And I think this person's now going to be holding up their end of the stick and be helping out, contributing, putting in more time, more energy. I think they're going to be initiating more to like hang out, or, you know, showing more through their actions. And I think that's maybe what you've been looking for. This person could be an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, maybe another Sagittarius or Libra, but definitely feeling like air sign. Maybe they could be like a Sag moon or Sag rising, something like that. This person's features, they could be kind of like lighter complexion, and have like light eyes, whether it's like gray, hazel, blue, green, light brown. But I feel like they have lighter eyes. If not, they could have dark eyes, but the way their eyes look to you are very bright, very just like ding, like they just look very lighthearted, like sweet, like innocent, like a little kid. And they can be blonde or have light ashy hair, or light brown. I just feel like lighter hair, lighter eyes, light skin. Doesn't have to be though any of those features. That's just the one that I'm in particular right now that I'm seeing. I think part of the problem is that maybe before they used to act like they were single, or used to make you feel like you were single, and now they're realizing, okay, I can't be acting like that. I'm in a relationship where I'm talking to this person. I need to show them that I care. I need to show them that they're important to me. So I think they're going to be putting in more time and energy into that. You're going to be communicating better with them. I think you're going to be seeing that they're improving their communication between the two of you. Probably they're going to be like initiating more now, maybe calling you, texting you more, Also showing more action, like planning dates or saying, hey, let's hang out, or let's do this, or do you want to come to the store with me to grab this? I just feel like they're going to be more hands-on and trying more, and that's going to make you really happy. And I think that's why in the, like, towards the end of the 2 weeks, you're going to be feeling more fulfilled and excited, and maybe like go out or celebrate, or maybe it's just like you guys go out to dinner, you go on a date, or you go hang out with family and friends and celebrate Halloween or something. I don't know. Old things and old toxic behaviors that were, you know, like creating tension or problems between the two of you, I think are going to be getting cut off. And as you know, we have a full moon on the 13th, I believe, in Aries. So this is going to be a good time. Of course, you know, with full moons, emotions and feelings come to the surface. So it's going to be a good time to, you given the opportunity to release and let go and forgive the past. And with this full moon, it's going to give you that push, that energy to push forward. And it's like your sister sign, the element of fire, right? So you're going to be pushed to take more action and do what's best for you, and be more vocal, more comfortable about what your needs and desires are. So because you guys are going to be talking more and discussing, I think you're going to be able to come into, you know, agreement with things, compromising. And I think a lot of old toxic behaviors, addictions, patterns, control issues, stuff like that is going to be cut off. So that's really good. So I feel like relationships are going to be improving, either with your romantic relationships, your family, your friends. And I also just feel like you're going to be feeling good about yourself. And a lot of you, I think, are going to be planning something in the near future, but we're going to talk about that and get into it in the extended reading. I'm going to clarify and talk about further in the extended reading everything we saw here. We're going to look into this person. What are they thinking? What are they feeling when it comes to you? What they want you to know, what the near future holds between the two of you. And then we're going to be looking at the 3 things you should be aware of, be more cautious of, take a second look at this month. The next 2 weeks. And then we're going to be getting your angel advice towards the end. Okay, so I would love for you guys to join me on there. The link will be below. It'll say extended and then have the link. If not, thank you so much for simply being here, watching, and supporting. I appreciate it so much. If you did enjoy my reading, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell to be notified every time I post. Because if you don't click the notification bell, most likely you may not be notified, or you may miss when I post something. So definitely click that. I would appreciate it so much. And if you want, you can follow me on my Instagram. It is at Nicloves with 2 eyes, and all my information is in the description box below. All right, so I hope this reading found you well. I hope it helped you out somehow, or gave you some clarity, some insights, some answers you could be looking for. Don't forget to practice your positive affirmation, I am a money magnet, to attract all the abundance and manifest all the things that you want. And with that, I'm wishing you guys all the best, and you healing, love, happiness, abundance, prosperity, love, harmony, all good things that you may need. And I hope to see you for our next reading. All right, take care for now, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.